Brandoff looking at the huck deep to Billy Sickles, a former Rookie of the Year. And Sickles starts this off. Himalaya Meta looking up line and just again gliding 15 feet and looks like there for the D.
Antoine Davis on the D there.
Griezmann, the handoff to Bartenstein. Bartenstein puts it up in the back of the end zone and easily coming with it on the other side. The man number 17, Eric Miner. Here's Youngblood. Youngblood looking for the man, cutting in the middle. And with the D, finishing it up and catching it himself. Here's Salmi with a stack on the far sideline of the field.
They didn't even get 10 yards on that. They were fortunate to get an opportunity for a goal here, and this is Martin.
So Lindsay, and we're going to see Greg Martin, and that's why Greg Martin was our player to watch for the Spinners, pulling it in with the left hand. And now the do, they eventually throw it up. It would have had to be a spectacular play. We've got a high stall count already, so throwing it up there into traffic and then picking it off. So Gabe Colton then not only got the D, but then started it to Peck, to Bryant, and in the end line for Greg Martin.
They're getting really harried by all the Philadelphia players.
And now Flores. Esser is right behind throwing the man, but it sets the man in front. Patrick Lindsay with the D. Bryant looking for the end zone, and easy floating it in. What a beautiful throw to Tom O'Connor. Pick up 20 yards there, and now going ahead upfield. It's going to be another deep look, and there for the D, they say no foul as Wickens got the D. And then Glazer, maybe even too easy to bear in the end zone. And almost a Callahan there, and a beautiful play by the Philadelphia Spinners. David Brandoff getting the foot block, and then the Callahan.
That play was individual excellence at its finest. And you can see the disappointment from DePaula there as he got hand block up high here on the scuba attempt, and Brandoff lays out, takes it away from over the top of the outstretched hands of DePaula. That's Philadelphia exerting their will here. That was an opportunity for DC. They couldn't even complete one pass. They needed that break.
And David Brandoff, we'll get another look at it here. They bring the double team, and then knocking it up into the air, and then the layout by Brandoff, getting his one hand in between the two hands of DePaula. Hironet, the strike cut in. Then Hironet, that disc just floating up in the air, really not anybody's. And now almost a 2-minute point, as now Sickles is using his body really, really well. And up over the top, another highlight reel grab for Billy Sickles to make more options. So here's Bryce Dunn. We're going to see some athleticism from Dunn. And Dunn with 3 black shirts. Again, Bear from Radums. Now Meta. He's got height. He's got the room on Cobb, and so he gets the sky. Current still down by 5. Salmi to Ferraro. Ferraro. And the layout block there by Esser. So Dave Bear able to get up to about 35 yards off his own end zone. Racing downfield is Radums.
Radums was going up as if it was going to be 12 feet off the ground or so.
What a beautiful catch there. Here's Moses waiting for the cut. The hand block by Trey Katzenbach.
But the fact that the turnover is all the way down here is just making it even that much more difficult for DC to get back down the field.
So the Current try to give it right back. Gibson, the 50-50 disc up in the air. Gibson on the second attempt against Casey. So then Gibson going crossfield to Davis. This one didn't float the way they would have liked to, and looks like Patrick Lindsay and Davis, and they're going to call the goal. They say it a 50-50 goes to the offense. So Nick Hironet just jacks it down deep. But Billy Sickles has a few steps on Healy, and so Sickles may have been fouled as well. Speaking of positive, Bartenstein has had a pretty positive game here, and so here, another highlight reel play for DeWico Johnson, and they get one throw ahead to DeWico Johnson, and he lofts it in to Moses, who's able to get a shoestring catch.
However, they love attacking after the break so much.
Beautiful catch by Moldenauer across the middle.